Welcome to Rishabh in Germany, your guide to ease of life as an international student.
Hello everyone, this is Rishabh and welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about the local transport in Germany or in any other European country. I've heard people saying that it's very difficult when you travel to another country to figure out how you're gonna roam around the city by using the public transport, and they end up using the cabs. But that is not really the case here. I mean, not just in Germany, but I would say in most of the countries, you can just use this Google Maps, put your start destination and the end destination, and yes, you will just see the whole chart where you need to go, and it's reliable here. So Google Maps just covers all modes of transport, be it the bus, trams, U-Bahn, so the underground metro stations, and the S-Bahn, so the metro station running on the bridges. Google Maps just checks everything and gives out the best possible way to travel to your destination. Like for this, you really don't need to like ask some local that okay which bus to take, because bus networks or this local public networks are really a little bit complicated here, not just in Germany. I think in most of the European countries it's a bit complicated because there are so many names. Every metro, there are different types of metros, there are different types of trams, buses. So if you see the chart, it's really a big maze. But just you don't need to do anything, just go to the Google Maps, put your things, and you will have the best possible way to reach to your destination. On the other hand, most of the I would say regions or states in Germany have their own public transport apps where you can see the dedicated routes for that city or that state. But in some of the cases, let's say for example in Hamburg, you have two different types of public transport apps. So for the one region there is one dedicated app, and for the other region there is another dedicated app. That is because both of the regions are operated by two different municipalities, and due to that you have different apps. Relying on Google Maps, because that basically that in most of the cases, I would say 95%, Google Maps gives you the best possible way out, but sometimes it's better to look to your local app as well. So apparently Uber is a little bit cheap here. In Europe, I would say people say that okay, cabs are really expensive, but sometimes it's really helpful if you are traveling in group, so you can just split the money, and then it ends up really cheap and really in time, because public transport is really effective here. It's really strong, but at the same time it eats your lots of time. It really eats your lots of time. Even if you want to travel 7 kilometers or 6 kilometers in any state of Germany, just gone. You have 50 minutes gone, really. And that happens because you need to change things. You wait here, and then you have something got delayed, and that happens. But at the same time, Uber, you can just like same in India, you can just book the cab. It will come at your doorstep, it will pick you, and it will drop you at the same point. But let's say it will just take like 20 euros for 6 kilometers or something like that, and then you can split if you're traveling in group, and then it's really helpful in those cases. So yeah, sometimes it's really good to check those apps if you are short of time. But if you want to explore, I really don't recommend Ubers. But yes, I think in some cases they are really helpful, because you will be already paying for your Deutschland Ticket. That's your German local transport app, local transport ticket. You will be paying for that, and then so if you are paying again for the Uber, that really doesn't make sense in mostly, but sometimes it's really helpful and you should do that. And another mode of transport possible here in Germany or in other European countries as well is the renting apps. So you can rent, most of the cases the renting possibilities are, you can rent an e-scooter, so that the scooter that you can stand on, and then those are electrically operated. You can just scan it with your app, and then you need to connect your bank for the payment, and then you can just start the ride, and then you can end the ride too, and you need to scan it again to end the ride, and then you will be at your destination. But yeah, it's for the long routes it's not really helpful, but sometimes it's fine. You can just take that. It's not really expensive, it's manageable. And then you have some cycles as well for this for the like same in the same language. You can just scan and take the cycle and just go away. In some big cities like Hamburg, you can even do that for cars. It's very smooth. You can just need to scan it, and you can just check in, take your car, drop it anywhere. Yeah, that's the case. So yeah, it's not really rocket science here to understand that public transport is really easy. You see precisely the Google Maps, it will really give you every detail. So where the bus or the tram is heading, the destination, and what time, and what will be the next possible thing, and what can be the another possible route, it will show you. And at the same time, Google Maps get the real-time updates as well. So if the bus got delayed or the route got changed, it will show in your Google Maps, so you can rely on that. So don't worry, it will be difficult for your first or second time, then you will be very smooth, and then you will really lose the fear of traveling in public transport in any European country or in any country. Yeah, I'll wrap on that note, and you can leave your questions in the comments. Thank you for watching. Stay connected.